Hello and welcome to TTV. Pretty sure all of us want to escape the very hot weather here. And I heard that Alila Jabal Akhdar is 15 degrees cooler. With me here is Mr. Puneet Singh, General Manager of Alila Jabal Akhdar. Thank you for being here with us today.
Thank you for having me.
So how is the weather there?
Cooler than Muscat. You mentioned 15 degrees cooler. I say it is minimum 15 degrees. Sometimes, if it's too hot, it gets to 20, 25 degrees cooler.
Wow.
So it's a bit of a challenge to come down to Muscat to see you guys.
So all of us have to escape there, right?
Yes, absolutely.
So can you provide an overview of Alila Jabal Akhdar resort location and its unique features that makes an attractive destination for tourists?
Okay. Look, the proximity of Alila Jabal Akhdar or Jabal Akhdar, the mountain, to Muscat is one of the key features. So local residents as well as tourists, it's just a 2 to 2.5 hour drive depending on which part of Muscat you start with. And the first 150 kilometers or so is flat highway. So most of your climb starts 50 kilometers before the resort. So our resort is the last end of the road resort. There's nothing beyond. There's a small village. It's secluded. It's the only disturbance is the two donkeys across the cliff and the wind and the sounds of nature that you hear. Right?
Sounds amazing.
It is a resort which is close to 25 minutes away from Shabia, the nearest big village. Resort, we have 85 villas and suites, and they are spread out. It's not one building only. There are about 14 buildings where it is spread out, so you don't ever feel claustrophobic over there. Our clients coming in come there for relaxation, for hiking and adventure walks. There are families. We have kids facilities, kids activities. And if you want to escape the heat in summer or escape the cold in winter from Europe, that's where you go, right? The rooms and the facility, they have two restaurants, so the rooms facilities are nicely distributed to cater to families, individuals, couples, large families, so we have villas also. Right? So,
amazing. Yeah. So overall, tell us, how do you find Oman?
I love it. I love it. I've lived in a few countries in my professional career, and this is the third country I'm living in the GCC. And I was telling you earlier, Bahrain used to be number one, but now Oman is clearly the number one country. Why?
Yeah, why?
First and foremost, the people. I just love the people, the welcoming nature of Omanis. And I'm not saying this because I'm sitting here. It's genuine. It's so heartfelt. It's so close that you feel that you're welcomed in the country as a foreigner, right? Second is what Oman offers in terms of nature. I love nature. I travel a lot in the country. I've seen pretty much the whole of Oman by road. And everywhere you go is another wonder that you see, right? And the food. Obviously, that's the last one.
Of course, that's the most important
yes. thing. And I think the food is as warm and nice like the people, because there's a big connect between the two. So yeah, I love it. I love it, Oman.
Happy to hear that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So let's go back to Alila. What makes the Alila unique amongst Oman's hotels, especially from an ethical travel perspective?
Great, good question. Now, Alila brand, Alila as a word means surprise. It's a Sanskrit word. It means surprise. Mm-hmm. So the Alila brand started in Indonesia about 20-something years ago. And then it expanded to different parts of the world. And, Oman, we have two Alilas, one in Jabal Akhdar, one in Mirbat in Salalah. As the ethos of the brand goes, it is sustainable luxury, keeping the community in mind. So it's not about only providing luxurious rooms, luxurious service, food, beverage, accommodation, building, everything. It's about what we are doing to contribute towards the community where we operate in. So I'll give you some examples and how much impact we do on the environment. So these are the two ground pillars for our brand. So when it comes to environment, we are, for example, in Alila Jabal Akhdar, 99% plastic free. Okay.
Wow.
We recycle all our water. Everything that is used by the guests is recycled into landscaping and brown water, as we call it. After that, we make our own water. So we don't have plastic bottles coming up to the resort. I don't have plastic bottles, for example. So we make our own bottle, our own water, sparkling and still, and use that complementary to our guests to make them understand. We have our own garden. We grow a lot of fruits and veggies in the resort, and we're going to expand it with hydroponics very soon, so that we can almost grow 60-70% of what we need on property. We buy from local. So between the resort, which is about 1 hour from Nizwa, between Nizwa and the resort, we buy a lot from there. Dairy products, fruits and vegetables, cheeses, that's all in country that we buy. So we support the communities, right? Like sometimes we buy goats and everything from the local mountain people.
Amazing.
We offer employment. Now that is coming to the next stage, how to support the community. About 40% of my team members are from the mountain, right? So for us, it's not only about buying from the mountain or not harming the environment. If we give employment, we belong to them as a brand, as a hotel. They feel that we are part of them, right? And so 40% of my Omani team members are from the mountain. So that is contributing again to the community. In terms of our menu selections, in terms of our, we do a lot of menu selections. We include a lot of items from locally produced so that we don't fly in things from France or Europe, mostly local. In terms of keeping the environment clean, so we also support some institutions locally as well as do regular cleaning drives to keep the mountain clean. Because tourists come, they throw garbage and all. So every 3 months, 6 months, we do cleaning drive. Right? So yes, I can go on for another 1 hour if you have time.
Amazing, wallah. So what makes Alila the perfect destination for tourists?
It's got everything for everybody.
How?
Okay. So let's start with families, right? Now, as the tourism has evolved over the years, people are busy, families are busy, parents are busy, don't have much time for their kids. So what Alina offers is, yes, we have absolutely stunning location at the edge of the cliff. We have absolutely amazing accommodation, rooms, suites, villas, which again take care of family or couples. And we offer a lot of complementary activities for adults as well as for kids, which take them back to nature, hiking, outdoor activities, allowing families to connect with themselves. And at the same time, we have Play Alila, a kids club, which allows the parents to deposit the children over there and actually themselves have a holiday also. Right?
Amazing.
We have an amazing spa, which is both indoor and outdoor. So you can have a spa treatment at the edge of the cliff, and it's an amazing setting.
Wow.
While the children are busy with their activities. So you don't feel that you have to take care of your children on your holiday, right? Which makes this also perfect for couples. The location, the scenery is so stunning that we have a lot of people coming to propose over there. A lot of people come for engagement and weddings also, very small, private, intimate weddings. So that makes it special for those kind of guests also. And it is for all ages. So our guest profile runs from 25-year-olds to 80-year-olds.
Wow.
So there's everything, something to do for everybody whoever. It depends on what you want to do. It's not what I offer. You want to relax, pool, spa, we have it. You want to relax and have some adventure, hiking, stuff like that. There are lots of dams. There are lots of wadis around the hotel, about 25 hiking routes. So you can take a pick. You want to go as a family for a short hike, so you connect. And I was telling you earlier, we are at the end of the road. So there is really, once you step out of the car and the car leaves, you will not hear a car for the entire time you are there. You will not even hear it in a distance, right? And that's what makes it very, very calm and quiet. There are more resorts on the mountain, but they are in the middle of the village. So they're a bit louder. So if you're sitting in your room, you will hear the cars honking or whatever, driving, right? You don't hear anything. And that's where we say 100% relaxation, and you go back with full of energy.
Amazing. So you have everything.
Yes, good weather, good place, and take care of everything, yes.
So for the guests, how long should the guests stay and what is the best room?
What is the best room?
Yeah.
That's a very good, tricky question.
That's for me.
Look, average length of stay is between 2 nights to 3 nights. Right? Again, depends on how much active you want to be or how much inactive you want to be. But average, I would say between 2 to 3 nights. We have people who stay for 7 nights also. We have, for families, I always recommend family with 2 children, 3 children, whatever, villa. We have a very amazing 2-bedroom villas. We have 2 of them. And they are with a private swimming pool, private jacuzzi. So if you really want to, if you can afford it, it's not cheap, that would be the ideal room for a family. For couples, I would suggest that we have the Alila terrace or the Jabal terrace, which is a very large living room, with 662 square meters, balcony, and a huge terrace which overlooks the mountains and the canyon. And you can relax during the day, you can have your dinner during the evening on the terrace room. It is one of my favorite rooms. That's it. I mean, you don't want to leave your room because we have everything here. Just pick up the phone and call room service and everything is delivered. For couples, we have obviously rooms of different categories, but these 2 would be the favorite ones. So you should think about that.
So what is Alila Jabal Akhdar offering this summer with its cooler temperature?
Okay. This summer and every summer, this is now the 3rd year we are doing it, we have a very, very special promotion called 15 degrees cooler. I think the name tells you everything. We almost can guarantee that we will be 15 degrees cooler than any major city in GCC.
Wow.
Any, right? And that also means that the prices are minimum 15% discounted if you book it online with us. And because we are so closely located to all the cities in GCC by air or by road, and especially Muscat, this is something that people actually make use of because the prices are very reasonably priced. And on top of it, there's a discount based on 15 degrees cooler. So we really recommend people to make use of it. The weather, like I was telling you earlier, weather was 27 at 11 o'clock when I left yesterday. And then on the way, I saw 47 in Sanja. So I was like, okay, thank you very much, Ali. So weather is amazing. So one has to be there. And especially Inam, you have to try it.
Of course.
I've not been there yet.
Yeah. So how do you tailor the resort's guest experience to meet the diverse needs and preferences of different types of guests?
Excellent. So we have our leisure concierge. Okay?
So what's that?
Leisure concierge and Play Alila and Spa. So these are the 3 platforms where we offer things for the clients to do besides good food, pool, and room. What does the leisure concierge do? Leisure concierge has a daily activity program. It has complimentary activities, it has paid activities, and it changes every day. So we would have activities like stargazing in the evening. We have our own telescope, our own astrologer. We have geology tours, which we have our own geologist on payroll, archery. We have a spa kitchen, where we take the guests to use the household ingredients, spices available in every kitchen to make face masks, scrubs, even soaps if they want to. And that's all complimentary, so we actually do that. We have yoga sessions. evening and sunset or sunrise at the edge of the cliff. So the location itself takes you in a different space. We offer meditation, right? We offer nature walks within the resort and a bit of archery just to throw in. This is for the adults in terms of complementary activities. Paid activities include hiking if you want a guide. You can do it on your own. So we, like I said, we have 25 hiking routes from 50 minutes to 7-8 hours. Anything in between you can choose. And they all start from around the hotel. It's not that you have to drive somewhere and all that. Then you have Via Ferrata. Now, Via Ferrata is abseiling. It is a signature activity of ours, where with proper precaution, harness and everything, we take you with a rope down the cliff. From the resort, it goes down about 400 meters, and it's about 90 minutes to 2 hours. And pretty much everybody who comes there, young, old, they do that activity.
Wow.
It's a paid activity. Then for the little ones, play Alila. Like for the adults, we have a full program for the kids, indoor and outdoor. Now we have noticed that people love, the parents especially love the kids to go outdoor. And what is outdoor? It is archery, kite flying, swings, playing small games over there, but outdoor. When the temperature is cooler, not so warm.
But the kids stay by themselves.
We have obviously an attendant who takes them and does the thing. And then indoor, we have everything from PlayStations, Xbox, air hockey, arts and craft for the little ones till 16.
Wow.
So that's all indoor. So we combine the program daily to balance between outdoor and indoor. And believe me, we have parents who come 9 o'clock, here is my child. 1 o'clock they come, take the child for food. 2 o'clock, thank you very much. And they come back. Because the kids don't want to go with the parents. They want to stay there, right? And the parents say, thank you very much. They can have their pool time, their own time, right? Then we have the spa. Now, in the spa, we obviously have amazing treatments like international. All our therapists are from Indonesia. And we have our own product range, Alila products range, which is all organic, without chemicals. And that is all we use there, right? And people can buy it also. A lot of people do the treatment and they buy it. So that these three platforms make sure that you can easily spend 2 to 3 days. We have even people coming from Muscat for the day. And they spend the day in the spa by the pool and then they go back in the evening because it's so refreshing just to spend even a full 10, 12 hours at the resort. So we try to take care of everybody's needs, but connected with nature a lot.
Yeah.
Because that's what we are. We want to
Sounds
people
amazing.
to experience nature. Right?
So how have you implemented sustainable practices within the resort to minimize its environmental impact?
Exactly. I mentioned earlier when we were talking about our ethos, we as a brand have been tasked to make sure that we have the least impact on the environment, as well as support in-country purchasing, right? Because at the end, we have to look at, in the longer term, more at the carbon footprint. Now, already when you have to come up the resort, you have to use a 4x4. So that's a very big carbon footprint, but we can't change that. But we can offset that by doing things which would have created a carbon footprint, but we don't. And I'll start with some very important parts. We have in-country value, or we buy a lot from between Nizwa and Jabal Akhdar. So that reduces things to come from Muscat. It supports the local economy and the product is fresh. So that is the only delivery truck that comes up every second day to us, right? All the other products which we cannot buy between Nizwa and Jabal Akhdar, we have to buy from Muscat suppliers, right? Which are coming from Salalah and different parts of Oman, as well as some international products. But we don't ask them to deliver to the resort. We ask them to deliver to our offices in Muscat. So 10, 15, 20 deliveries come, large deliveries, and then we put it on one truck and we take it ourselves. So instead of 20 trucks going up, one truck goes up. So that reduces the carbon footprint. And we have our truck going up 3 times a week. So engineering items, paints, and everything that we buy. So we don't want them to come up. We say, bring it here, we'll bring it. So that is one of the key things that we have changed recently. Not recently, but a year back. Water. We are plastic free, as I told you. Obviously, certain food items cannot be delivered without plastic. We understand that because the technology doesn't exist to keep it fresh. So we collect that plastic. We have a company that comes once a week to collect it. And we only pay them unless they can give me a certificate that it was responsibly recycled and give us a certificate. Only then we pay them, for example. You know Nespresso? Yeah. We are partnering with them to recycle everything that we use. It goes back to them. They separate the coffee and the aluminum that is there. Wow. They recycle it and they make products which we take from them and we sell. Right? Wow. So we collect everything. We use Nespresso in our hotel. So even that small aluminum that the thing is, we recycle that also.
That's amazing.
All our water consumption, wastewater is cleaned up and used for landscaping. Right? So we do not waste any water that you guests will have a shower with or for cooking, whatever, recycled and used for landscaping. And we use drip irrigation, which reduces the use of water. We planting a lot of trees in the hotel. So we have fruit trees, which we use. As I was saying, we have a big garden already. About 25 to 30% of our products we use in the garden. And we are expanding it to 70% to reduce, again, the trucks coming up, buying locally, buying from the Royal Farm, which is very close to the resort, again, to support the local economy. So these are big ticket items, right? And being plastic free, 99% is a big thing to keep, right?
Yeah, amazing. Actually, can't wait to visit Alila Jabal Akhdar.
Yeah, you have to come. You will see. But bring your own bottle. Huh? Don't ask me for plastic bottle of water when you're going.
Okay.
We don't have plastic bottles.
Okay.
So very important.
Thank you so much for being here with us, Mr. Puneet.
Pleasure. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank
Great
you.
talking to you.
Thank
you so much. Thank you.